What's up, Guardians? Your boy Sly here, and yesterday was a good day for Destiny fans as we not only saw a bunch of new things that are coming up in the April update, but a lot of old favorites that are making their way to current gameplay. Some Year 1 Legendaries and a lot of exotics are being integrated back into Year 2. So with that said, let's check out some of these legendaries first. In keeping with their statement earlier this year, they are phasing out primaries with elemental damage that are not exotic. So before you get excited about the possibility of Fatebringer or the Vision making a comeback, this includes no raid weapons, unfortunately. So, moving on to legendaries, remember these will all be available to infuse up to 335. And since they have simplified the infusion system, it's going to make it way easier to hit max light. For those of you who didn't hear about it, whatever higher armor piece or weapon that you end up breaking down to infuse into a lower one, it will automatically boost it to whatever you broke down. No more stepping stones or taking 10 weapons to hit max level. Breaking down a higher one and the lower one will instantly move to whatever light level the piece you dismantled was. Alright, so first up we have an early favorite for those Year 1 players, the Shadow Price. Next, an odd choice, the Badger CCL. Why they brought that up, I have no idea. Then we have an early hand cannon that I sadly broke down a long time ago, the Lord High Fixer. Next up, everyone's favorite auto rifle in Year 1, the Shadow Price's younger brother, the Grim Citizen 3. Next, a Crucible Destroying Beast, the Satrian Rapier Scout Rifle. And then, one of my personal favorites, which is still in my vault by the way, the Devil You Know hand cannon. And while we're on the topic of my favorites, let's move on to the LDR, by far the best sniper rifle up until the debut of the 1,000-yard stare. Another sniper rifle making a comeback is the Longbow Synthesis, another big favorite. And then we have two machine guns, the Swarm, and a very early one, the Zombie Apocalypse. Finally, the last two are shotguns, and that is the Comedian and Two to the Morgue. Now, the big question on everyone's minds, will any of these actually be useful? Well, besides the snipers and the shotguns, I kind of doubt it. Legendary hand cannons are horrible these days, and the only others that'll work well are the Satrian Rapier, the two snipers of course, and then the shotties. The rest, I guess we'll have to see when they get there. So if you're asking where are we going to put all this new stuff, then take a look at the top of your screen. See that? 108 freaking spaces, 3 pages of vault space. And that's for each category, by the way. This is probably the best news of the entire update. Well, guys, now that's over. Let's go ahead and move on to exotics. Now, they currently haven't released any of the new Taken King exotics that we were supposed to get at release. There still is another preview stream where they could talk about it because it's about gear balancing along with like some Crucible updates. So perhaps the announcement will take place then next week. Once again, we're going to have to wait and see. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at all the exotics making a comeback, and some of these I am definitely excited about. And we haven't seen if any of these have been given the Year 2 makeover, so hopefully some of these have, because the Year 2 makeover given to the older, crusty exotics in Year 1 that have already been released in Year 2 have made some pretty crappy exotics absolutely OP. So let's go ahead and check out armor first. For the Titan, we have the Glass House Helmet, then we have one of my favorites, the Feedback Fences, and then the Eternal Warrior. Next up, the Warlock, we have by far the best exotic for this class coming back, and that is the Purifier Robes. And then, my first exotic armor piece ever, the Sunbreaker Gauntlets. Next, let's check out the Hunter, and we have the Kefri Sting. Next up, my favorite, the Lucky Raspberry, and then the ATS-8 Arachnid Helmet. Now, let's move on to the weapons. All 3 of the Prison of Elders weapons are making a comeback. So that is the Queenbreaker's Bow, my favorite shotgun of all freaking time, the Lord of Wolves, and then the worst exotic in the game, Drake's Promise. Hopefully the Year 2 version of this will see a huge buff. Then we have the Universal Remote, an awesome sniper rifle that lets any class go invisible, patience and time. Now so far, that is all of the comebacks that have been announced. The newer weapons are all earned from Varix or dropped in the Prison of Elders or the new strike coming with the April update. But that's all she wrote, guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you are excited about the most in Year 2. I mean, the LDR, the Purifiers, those gave me schoolgirl giggles, so I am ready for April. But I'm out, guys. As always, couldn't do it without you all. And if you want to stay up to date on everything Destiny, The Division, and Sly Nation, Twitter is the best place to do that at. Follow at Sly Nation on Twitter and be alerted to any new updates from my channel and the most recent news about our favorite games. See y'all. Keep posted to my channel as more vids are in the works. And until next time, peeps, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.